We have Anthony Banda joining us inside the locker room for the whole 4 o'clock hour, courtesy of Verizon. And he'll be at the Verizon store in Burbank tonight. He's headed over after he's done here. He'll be there until 7 o'clock. Oh, my God.
Straight to the Modelo. I was like, get him a water.
There's already a line at the Burbank Verizon right now. Banda has found a home here in Los Angeles, his 9th season in the major leagues, and he has become a fan favorite. A great story of overcoming adversity and a great story of being persistent in his work and believing in himself. And Las Mujeres are also a little bit of a fan. I like him too. It's Anthony Banda on your Southern California Toyota dealer celebrity headset on the Petros and Money show on AM 570 LA Sports. Not since Ben Kasparius last week have we been so excited. Thank you, Anthony.
We're covering all of our
and
angles.
God bless you for being here. And I mean, you get a day off late in the season, and they got you working, but it seems like you like people and you like to be around and doing stuff like this.
I much rather be hanging out, and I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on.
No, I love it.
No,
I love it. It's a big appreciation from the bottom of my heart, really. I'm truly grateful for everything, all the support and everything that I get, the love. It speaks volumes of, the support of everything that I've been through. And you see it across the board, with all the team throughout the teammates and everything in this city that sports brings, and it's pretty impressive. It really is. It's fun to be a part of too.
You walked in here with us, and the first thing you did, you popped the top there on a delicious Modelo.
Yeah.
We're proud to endorse Modelo.
I mean, honestly, like I see you guys having them, and I'm like, what? Are they warm? Like what?
No, we have a fridge.
Did they come from our fridge?
We've got a Modelo fridge.
And so, like, I had asked in the back, and they're like, "Yeah, you can pop
I
it."
thought,
Like,
a lot of the time
you.
they put stuff up as like a prop, and like say this is here because, we're on camera. But they are cold, and it would be wrong to put a beer in front of a man and not expect him to pop it, especially on his day off.
Cheers.
And it'd be wrong to have him drink alone.
Where he's headed over to the Verizon store.
Cheers.
Gracias, Mr. Banda, the king of Corpus Christi, Texas. This is a guy who's been around a long time and has really found a home, has found a niche, so to speak, with the Dodger fans. It's not uncommon. Joe Kelly, a guy we talked to just a month or so ago.
Broke Hanley's freaking rib.
Yeah.
And was still welcome.
He's become a fan favorite, and there's just something about that connection. Can you explain when that started for you? And I mean, you've been a lot of places. You know a lot of fight songs. For that to happen kind of late in your career, what's that been like?
I think it was all right, do you want me to explain when it happened?
We got
or
an
what
hour,
it's like?
both.
Yeah,
Double up.
Go wherever you want.
So
I just cracked this beer.
I don't really know when it happened or when it started taking place in the sense, but I kind of have an idea. It's like, the playoffs, right? The working, celebrating, popping bottles, and all that other good stuff, and everything else like that, right? And I wanted the full effect of give me all the burning sensations that you get when you're
No goggles.
Nothing. I wanted it all. Like I just wanted, like, when's the next time you're gonna like really experience that? So I was like, all right, yeah, sure. And it was so funny. Let me backtrack a little bit. So Mr. Cartoon sent
Mr. Cartoon.
Mr. Cartoon is a Modelo guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Cartoon.
And shout out to Mr. And he sent a package to our locker room. I had no idea, nothing, no, and it wasn't anything planned. It was just like we saw the masks and everything else like that, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this on. And I told Joe Kelly this, and I have an exclusive photo that I might show.
Look at this.
It's me, Joe Kelly, Brent Honeywell, and I can't remember the last guy, but we're all, and there's the first time we put the mask on.
Is it Glass now?
No.
Yeah, he came late.
And
he came way late to the Mr. Cartoon mask.
and so, anyways, and I told Joe Kelly, I was like, yo, I'm gonna, when we pop out, I'm gonna wear this mask. I think it's cool, And sure enough, I did, and I think that's when it's kind of took recognition, and obviously with the tattoos and all this other good stuff. But like, the winning and the environment that we have in that locker room, last year doing that, it was unbelievable in the sense of like having fun, being yourself, having no matter who you were, you have a personality in that locker room, right? And so for guys to like take that personality, like the mask, and celebrating and running with it, because it wasn't just me, it was other people that were wearing it too. And so I think that's when it was like really the first time people started recognizing it and stuff, and they were like asking who was that. And I remember I think Mookie was on. And then I think David Ortiz had asked him, who's that guy that's all tatted up with the mask? And he was like, it's Banda.
Yeah. The legend of Banda was born.
Looks like he walked up here from Elysian Park.
Who snuck in?
And after that, I was just like, dude, I'm going to do this every single time because it has to be good luck, right?
So when we were young, we can remember reporters, and I'm an old person, but like they would go into the clubhouse and they would interview the pitcher. Maybe it was a hitter who had a big day, and they would be sitting there with a can of beer and maybe even a cigarette doing their post-game conversation. So, bullpen, after games, on the road, maybe a Friday night, you guys still can you suck back a beer in the clubhouse and stuff when you're on the road together? Does that happen?
Yeah,
Does that come up?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we're as long as you're over 21, right?
Right, exactly.
And
jeez.
And so, who's going to take a beer out of your hand, right? Like it
happened to Luka Doncic.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's my point. But like what I'm saying is as baseball players, what are you going to do when you get to the hotel room, right? You're going to just sit there in your thoughts and all this other good stuff, whatever.
Have a beer,
whatever, right? But there's guys that actually love being after the game, that love being in the locker room and talking about the game, and what's better about sitting in the locker room talking about the game with a beer in your hand and just hanging out, right? And so that happens.
You hear that? Everybody's like, I like that.
Yeah, but that happens, it's something that I saw coming through the minor leagues. They do it in the minor leagues too. As long as you're over age and you're and you're not driving, right? But after games, mostly guys will want to go home to their families and get their rest and stuff like that. But there's some guys that they like to have a little a beer or a glass of wine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The more refined fellas.
Something very.
Exactly. Not for you though. You're a beer guy, right?
Yeah, I like beer.
Yeah.
I'm not a heavy drinker. I got to say, I'm not a heavy drinker. I don't. But I mean, I like a beer every now and then.
We don't drink much
either. Take this one real slow.
Yeah, Matt and I don't drink much either.
Yeah.
It used to be you could have a hoot and a toot and nobody gave a damn, but it's a whole different world we live in now. Anthony Banda is our guest on the Petros and Money Show.
You guys got any more of these?
Courtesy of Verizon. He'll be at the Verizon store in Burbank, located at 1729 North Victory Place in the Empire Center. We're all looking forward to that. Now, you come from Corpus Christi, Texas, or outside of Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
I believe Senton High School, which is the home of the Pirates. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go Buccos, the Buccaneers. What was it like?
That's not what we call them, but yeah.
Well, we have our drop is
down.
We
don't have the machines.
We have a drop of a guy going Buccaneers. But what was it like growing up playing high school baseball in Texas? Texas is a great place for football and baseball.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. But man, it is hot.
Yeah, it's extremely hot. I don't know if whoever's been down there during the summer, it's not pleasant.
And you were a football star too.
I wouldn't go as far as star,
you
but
put together
tried.
a lot of stats. I mean, about 400 yards receiving, and maybe on the flip side, about 40 tackles. That's some very quality two-way play for the Pirates.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Those are good stats.
That's kind of crazy. No, growing up, Sinton, Texas, it's a small town. It's a railroad town. It's a small town. Everybody knows everybody kind of deal. It survived on, transport of crops and stuff like that. So very small town. We had one stoplight. So
literally.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. And it was good. It was good because, it taught me a lot. It taught me what hard work was. Growing up, I grew up on I wouldn't say a legitimate farm, but we had animals, we had livestock, we had responsibilities to really attend to. We had one income. My father worked, got up at 4 a.m. and came home at 9, 10 o'clock and did it again every single day, never complained once. And he did it. He did his best as could, and he gave us everything that he could, right? And all in return that he asked us was like, just be hardworking men, respect, be hardworking men, and do something, And so that's what we did. And then I got 4 brothers.
The Banda brothers.
Yeah.
Are you the best looking one?
Yeah, I guess.
Figured. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I don't know.
You should see the other 3. They're like, oh. My brother's really good looking. My brother's really good looking.
Yeah, and then so yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time to grow up, in a small town. Going to Corpus Christi was like a privilege. Like that was like a.
How far was it?
It's like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like, right? It was
to the
like
big town.
Yeah, it was like a privilege. Like, hey, we're going to the city. Like, let's go. Like, And so like that was us, man. That was us, and we loved it. Like, ran around barefooted all the time. Sneaking out of the house. Fishing.
Tipping cows.
Yeah, we did
all
that.
right.
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah,
did
there
that.
we go.
Yeah. Milking cows.
And even though it might not be like a real farm in your eyes, it's much more of a farm than any of us probably.
Yeah, no, we had. I was telling the story in the back, and I was like, man, I remember we had like some calves and stuff like that. We had to we always rode the bus to school, and we would get up at 5. My dad always told us like, hey, you feed and water the horse. We feed and water the cows before you eat, right? You take care of them first, and then you'll eat. I was like, okay. So we'd get up at the same time he would get up, and we'd be out in the back and mixing the formulas to feed the calves and stuff. And by the time we get done with that, we're all looking down the street or the county road, really, seeing like if we can see the headlights of the bus, right? And we had a long driveway, and so what we would do is like some mornings we'd get up, like we'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna eat, I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep. And then I'll do my chores and then go and run to the bus. So like there'll be us like holding the bottle into the calf's mouth, looking, and then
drink, you son of a bitch.
And we'd be like, well, there it is. And we just like the bus is coming. We put the bottle away. And we'd go running. We have slobber all over us and everything. It was great.
Was that every kid or was that just the Bandas?
No, it was typical. It was normal. Like it was normal. It was nothing out of the ordinary. Like I mean, like not every family was like that, but like there was kids that we understood each other. Like they were like
What is kind of out of the ordinary is a guy. You've been around a while, but it's not like you're old. And a guy that's a major league baseball pitcher playing high school football. Doing that too. That doesn't happen a lot. I'm sure like a lot of your teammates, not the guys from other countries, but a lot of those guys, if they played football, they probably stopped playing when they were
like
really
grade.
young.
Yeah.
Do you ever bow up on those guys? Like, dude, I made 50 tackles at Senton. I will take your ass out.
No, one, I didn't know I did that.
You were good.
2, we don't, as soon as I hear I played the 8th grade, I'm like, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, you're weak.
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
Just a different path.
Yep.
So San Jacinto, take us, because like when you go through notable alumni, that place is crazy.
So I got a funny story with that. So, okay, so I didn't pitch really much in high school. I pitched my senior year, right? And the only reason why is because I couldn't find the strike zone. Yeah, weird. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the encouragement.
That's how Randy Johnson was at USC. He never played.
It's okay. But and so this gentleman out of our town, he came up to my father, and his name is Emilio Alanis, and he took me under his wing, taught me how to pitch, taught me how to like the basics mechanics, and so that's how I got to pitch in my senior year. And then so after that, he had told me, hey, you're gonna take your SATs, right? And I was like, what is that? Like, okay, and
I made 50 tackles. Do I still need to take them?
46.
No, I mean it's just I wasn't educated on how this all worked. It was just like I did good in school. I just didn't know what I was gonna do after high school. It was just a blur. Like I didn't know. Like most kids. And so he told me, all right, take the SATs, whatever, blah blah blah. And then you're going to do these questionnaires. Back then, we had to do questionnaires, right, for colleges to apply and stuff like that. I don't know if they still do that to today. But I remember I went through all the Coastal Bend colleges, and I was like, I got to San Jac, right? And I was like, and I heard about their program, and I heard how good they were, and I was like, I'm just going to write my name on this. and then I'll send it out. And that's what I did. I wrote my name and I sent it out.
And it came back.
I don't think they ever checked the mail, but I get a phone call and it's the recruiter from there. They're like, hey, we want you to come up here. And it's in Houston, so it's a 4-hour drive. And for us, that was a long way. And it was like, okay, like how are we gonna get there? Where are we gonna, stay? This and that, and that's kind of how we had to coordinate because we had a big family and we had to coordinate that and make sure that everybody was gonna get fed, everybody had a place to sleep, stuff like that. And so went up to San Jac, got told, hey, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna give you a full ride. And I was like, all right, so what percentage of the scholarship am I getting? And it's like, we're giving you a full ride.
Full ride, everything.
What is that? And I had no idea. And it was just like my dad looked at me. He's like, "Dad, son, they're gonna take care of everything." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool, sick. I'll see you guys then." And
have a good drive back home.
Let's go home, yeah. And so that's kind of how it happened. And then it was so funny because I think that story is so funny because because all the other questionnaires I did for the Coastal Bend area, I put everything into it, all of my everything I needed to do. I did it to a T. That one I just put my name on it, and I ended up going there.
Funny how those
I'm not
things
saying
work
because
out. It's just how things work out.
I'm not saying because the questionnaire, it was just more he's a good baseball player, I guess, whatever, and we need him. So that was it. So it was cool.
I mean,
was
Roger
cool.
Clemens and I think Brandon Belt. Who it's a crazy list of how many guys went through
Andy
there.
Pettit, yeah.
Andy Pettit.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah.
None.
And Anthony Banda.
Yeah.
None of those guys played high school football.
Yeah.
Pettit would have broken that big nose.
Yeah.
There's no way. That nose would have stuck out of the face mask.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
sound like a Cowboys fan.
Am I?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you?
No, I don't care, but I hate everything.
Okay, sick.
That's my whole vibe.
I'm a Houston's fan, so I'm a Texans.
We'll see.
Texans.
He's going to be very upset about that.
It's okay. It's
he's the
unfortunate.
Charger play-by-play guy,
Ew.
and the Texans really took it to the Bolts, in the playoffs.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, Anthony Banda is our guest, and we're having a great time with the young man. Courtesy of Verizon, inside the locker room with the Petros and Money Show, in the midst of a baseball season, in the dog days of summer, gracious enough to come out and address our listeners on the air, the people here, and really going out to see the people at the Burbank Verizon. And we were on the Instagram Live, so you can check that out on AM 570 as well. Did Mr. Cartoon do any of your tattoos?
No, we have a scheduled tattoo, or not scheduled, but we have a legitimate agreement on doing a tattoo on my back of my shoulder. It's going to be, and the reason why it was postponed was because we wanted to get the ring first. And then we're going to put the face of the ring on my back.
When did you start doing those? Are those Texas tattoos?
Arizona
tattoos.
Yeah, 18 years old. Yeah.
And you started, and how many is it now?
A lot.
Yeah, do you ever count?
No.
No, but it's over 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think on one arm it's over 15, right?
Yeah. And then, I got my entire left leg done. I got some of my right leg done. I got my entire back done except for that one spot. I'm going to do my rib cages. I want everything to be kind of covered except for my hands and my face and my neck.
Got it. So you're not going to do the...
No.
You're not going to...
What's his name? Chris Anderson? The neck...
oh, yeah.
Remember that
you
one?
could really, express yourself...
Tattooed turtleneck.
In that way. But
I think my dad would stab me.
Yeah. My father got very upset when he saw my first tattoo.
He's not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You come down to San Pedro, California, the old harbor. We'll get you a real... We'll get you a real tattoo.
Yeah.
From a guy who's real beat up.
Siemens tattoo.
Oh, yeah. Like an anchor right on your chest
Whoa,
or something like that. So Mr. Cartoon is going to do it.
Yeah, well, that's the schedule. So I still gotta really.
How hard is it to get a hold of Mr. Cartoon? I mean, you're the Dodger pitcher.
Well, first off, I didn't, I knew he was a legendary tattoo artist, and I've seen him, Ink Masters and stuff, and I've heard his name and stuff. I just, I didn't realize, he was interested, and I didn't realize at first that he did the masks. So in order to repay me or kind of say thank you, we offered.
For being the guy that wore it.
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Little barter
That's how the
system.
rich get richer.
That's right. Little
they
barter.
send these guys free clothes, and we got to pay for that stuff.
You could get the Mr. Cartoon mask tattoo.
I got,
on you.
well, I do have it. Yeah. I had it on my back.
But not from Mr. Cartoon.
Not from Mr. Cartoon.
From one of his other
Philly Barber King Garcia.
He's a hairstylist. We'll be right back. We're going to give Anthony a break, but he's done the hard part. This is what we told
the meaty segment.
It's really that first leg, and now
we're going to run
like
out of time.
a 400 runner. You just keep your form and finish through. You're good. We have lots to talk about, including the AI Anthony Banda up at the Burbank Walmart, which is a terrible travesty to art.
But is it the worst of all the Dodgers that the AI took down?
It is not.
It is not.
No, you can't see it. No,
Can't see it,
not yet.
We need honest reaction in the moment.
We just got it.
We'll also have some anime and Pokemon conversation.
Pioneer League.
With the
Gotta get into the Pioneer League.
I actually am so intrigued about the football. I didn't realize that.
That you were that big of a baller?
No, not that big of a baller. There's other players that I was like, whoa, this guy's good to go like D1, but
oh, really?
I was just there to like just do my job.
You look kind of swole, Banda. I mean, I feel like you could be a free safety or something if you could move around.
I am in shape, yes.
Yeah, and you were out on the perimeter. You must have had some routes to catch a ball for 400 yards. I don't know if you were playing against Prairie View A&M or what was going on. But, Texas high school football is still Texas high school football.
Yeah, it's no joke, man. It's no joke. You will see some big boys up there. Like, it's like
big and angry and maladjusted.
Yeah, and hungry.
Yeah, they want to hurt people.
Yeah, they do.
Tough life. Good thing Banda's a pitcher. We'll be right back to discuss it more in a moment. The Petros and Money Show on AM 570 LA Sports, your home of the Dodgers. Brought to you by Verizon. We got Anthony Banda in studio.
Sports Live. Inside the locker room with Anthony Banda. And a reminder, you still have time. What do we got? 90 minutes before he makes his public appearance. And a big thank you to our friends at Verizon. Thank you so much for giving us the Banda
people
on.
Are good. They got their chain out.
Yeah, I got to go say hi to the Verizon folks in the next break. The Verizon folks have Anthony Banda at the Empire Center today, 6 to 7 p.m., the Verizon store in Burbank, 1729 North Victory Place. We'll have Dodger tickets to give away, and you'll get to meet Anthony Banda as he is here with us in our exclusive, intimate audience for the next, what do we got? 28 minutes.
But he's gotten through the hard part.
Yes.
And he's got, 2 more commercial breaks
the
to
meaty
do it.
segment
So
is
he's
done.
really done. He's really done his due diligence, as we like to say. Before we get into your many interests and very eclectic personality, let's talk a little bit about the team this year. Mm-hmm. Every year, you've been on a lot of teams. Like you said, you've been through a lot in your career. You have a lot of memories, but every team has a different personality. Yeah. Every spring training, has its own personality. Yeah. You can't be the same team that you were the year before, even if you're also great and going to repeat and all the stuff that everybody and all the expectations that are on you guys. How much different is this team's personality? Because there's different guys, different bullpen, different all that, as opposed to last year.
Truthfully, like it's a little bit more serious, I would say, in the sense of younger guys coming up, staying out of people's ways and stuff like that, But I can only speak as what I experienced in the locker room and in the bullpen, right? The locker room, it's a little bit more, quieter because it's redone. It's really nice. I don't know if you guys have been. You guys.
They don't let us in.
we have credentials, but we're not really working.
Yeah,
to
and
be in there.
It's a little bit more spaced out. So everybody's doing their routines and doing their different things, and the batting cages is 3 levels down or a level down, whatever. And you gotta walk a mile to get to somewhere, right? And I'm not complaining because it's great. It's awesome. It's a phenomenal facility. And so it's quiet in the sense of no one's around, right? Everybody's doing their own thing and doing what they need to do to get ready for the game. And but as far as in the bullpen, man, that thing, it's fun. It's fun. It's funny. It's comical.
You like when fans are barking at you?
No.
That part you don't like?
No.
That was a quick answer. That was the quickest answer you've given us yet. No.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just okay, look.
I'm at work.
Exactly, right? And I understand, fans and everything. And sure, first inning, second inning, third inning. But, when it's getting close to the time where I'm okay, it might be
when
me.
When do you start locking in?
Third inning.
Okay.
Third inning. It depends on, okay, if the starter's rolling and everything and doing everything's going fine. We're beating the shit out of everybody, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's good. But, when I'm starting to get, a little bit more serious in the sense of, okay, this is third inning. He's at 60 pitches. It's like, okay, this is kind of where I kind of fit in. Like, so when it gets to that point and I still get the yelling and, and all this stuff, like, which, hey, you have every right to do. Like, I'm not complaining one bit. It's just like, I cannot, stop and take a picture or stop and say hi and have a conversation just because I'm getting ready to do my job.
Right.
Right. And so, like, that's the part that I'm talking about, right? It's not the, like saying hi to people, interacting with people. No, because I love that. Like, it's an experience. It's a opportunity to get to know someone, to create a fan, and stuff like that. So, like, but it's the moment that I'm like, okay, I got to get serious. I got to, really lock in here and pay attention to what I'm doing. That way, I can go and do my job and then move and pass it on to the next guy.
Sometimes when our show starts after, like yesterday, you guys have an early game, so our show comes on, after the Dodger game. It's hard for us, Matt and I being the consummate professionals we are, because we don't know how long the game's going to be. There's no.
Do we need a 2.5 hour show?
Game.
Do we need a 2 hour show?
Like,
a 90-minute show?
I'm a professional. You can't just you can't just fire me up like a jukebox and put me on.
Not some drunk that's drinking beer on the air.
And when I call football games, if there's like a rain delay or not a rain, but a lightning delay, we get all mad and angry and everybody freaks out because, we didn't kick off right on time. But your whole life is like that in the bullpen. You never know exactly what's going to happen with the starter, how things are going to play out. I mean, look at who closed out the World Series. It was Walker Buehler, for God's sakes. No one would have ever seen that coming. How do you adjust to that part of it mentally, just not knowing what you're going to be called to do? I mean, as a starter, but not knowing what you're going to be called to do night in and night out.
So they do a very good job of communicating as far as like, hey, like you're available today, you're not available today, right? And after that, it's like, all right, like anytime that phone rings, it's like I personally assume it's always me, right?
Oh.
And I always assume that, hey, I don't want to get cut off guard. I don't want to, be shocked or anything. Like I always assume it's me.
Is it instant panic?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I wasn't. Like, it is like, oh shit, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, all right, let's
JP Howell told us. He said when the phone rings and they point to him, he said, instant panic.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, it's a lot. I can't really say what I want to say, but it's a lot. But when it is me, it's like, okay, like I think about, okay, this guy just hit, right? It's a righty, and I'm like, okay, I know the lineup, and I'm like, okay, there's 2 lefties coming up, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna probably get ready. And then as I'm walking to the mound, he'll tell me the lane that I'm ready for, and I was like, okay, and then I'll get ready, and then and then we go and
off we
do
go.
Our job. Yeah, but there's not much thought that goes into it. It's like my name's called. All right, jackets off. Let's roll. Like that's kind of it. Like really, like sure, you're gonna have feelings. You're gonna have the fight or flight mode and that spike of adrenaline and everything else like that. It's just like, well. It happens. Like you can't do anything to stop it. So like you just kind of got to roll with it, and that's it.
We've talked to some other guys back there, Kirby, Tanner, Kasparius, and not that we're worried about it because you guys are all grown men, but there's a big NFL controversy right now with the smelling salts. But we know that you guys use a tremendous amount of caffeine in that bullpen. Just a tremendous.
I just had a Celsius.
Yeah, I mean, almost an unhealthy amount,
Hopefully it wasn't the one with the vodka in it.
To get riled up.
All right, I'm not a drunk, okay? Relax.
No, they had the Celsius problem with the high noons in it.
Buy a phone, damn it.
Yeah.
Verizon.
Shut out.
Are you one of those? Are you one of those abusers of the caffeine when it comes to the bullpen, and like where your eyes look like pinwheels, like around the 3rd inning? Because a lot of those guys seem pretty juiced up.
Yeah.
Like pacing around, looking all weird. Vesius tweaking out. Like what's going on?
Yeah, they dude. I mean, it's so much.
So what
fun.
is it? Celsius? Is
No,
it
okay. So you
Accelerator?
guys want to know my caffeine intake?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still laughing at the Vesia. I love that. That's
look
my
at
guy.
him, dude.
That's
He's
my
up there
guy.
freaking out.
The bullpen is so fucking fun.
Oh, jeez.
So sorry for Chris.
That's all right.
That's live radio.
Dodgers are popular in this town. We feel like we can skate
We
by.
can get away with it.
The minute I wake up, I'm looking for caffeine. Really.
Okay.
You're supposed to wait 90 minutes.
No, not true.
Okay.
So I wake up and I get a
Easy, Doc.
I get an Americano, extra shot.
Okay.
So it's 3 shots of espresso in water.
Right.
I drink it before I get to the field.
3 shots of espresso before the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much that is.
A lot.
It's whatever.
It's a good amount.
I'm numb to it.
Yeah.
And then get to the field, and they have these things, and it's like a Celsius, right? And now they started having Celsius, so I drink a Celsius. So it's 200 a pop, and then they have what they call accelerators.
Yeah, that one really
Yeah, that one's.
gets the rocket bomb pop
so
accelerator.
Good. It's so good, but they're 200 milligrams of, drink that. So wherever I'm at, I don't know.
Right.
And then I will head down to the weight room, right? And if I have to work out there.
Oh, we're not even in the weight room yet.
No. Yeah, that's just start my day.
We're 3 espresso shots, Celsius,
Yeah.
accelerator. Now we're in the weight room.
No, not it's either
Oh, either
Celsius
one or the other.
or
Okay,
accelerator.
okay.
Thank God.
Get a heart attack. I think.
Crazy?
And go down to the weight room,
Right.
and if I'm working out that day, great, sweet. I'll grab a bottle of water. I'll put some beets, sports beets in it, and then I'll put a scoop of pre-workout in it. Shake it up, drink it, roll out, do stretch, whatever, do it, and then do my workout.
Caffeine and pre-workout, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quite a bit.
Lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, quite a bit.
That's why people love it.
Exactly.
And then do that, and go out to the practice. And I don't have caffeine up until the game, so every 4 hours, it's the caffeine intake is cut in half, is what I read. I don't know how true that is, but it's cut in half.
You're studying these things.
I was worried a little bit, and then so up to the game, and then next thing you know, it's I take 3 scoops of protein pre-workout. I have pills. They are NSF certified. You have to be regulated and everything else like that. There's no enhancements to them.
I got
just
you.
caffeine
I used to
pills.
take those before practice to kill the chicken in your heart.
Sick.
They put the chicken to bed with 2.
Well, this is 3. So yeah, and I take the 3 pills. I take 4 pills of other stuff that probably has caffeine in it. I'm not sure. I don't really label. I just say, hey,
Whatever. The guy just gives them to me.
Yeah,
I throw them
there we
down.
go.
Pro baseball.
And then so that's 7 pills taken with pre-workout, and then I'm walking to the bullpen, sitting there fighting demons until the phone rings.
Nice. Now, if you
See,
don't
that's
get
an accurate picture
Thank
of
God.
life in baseball.
That's
3
literally-
espressos, a Celsius,
That's literally,
pre-workout,
yeah.
7 pills, 3 scoops of pre-workout.
Yeah, that's me.
Wait for the
Yeah.
phone call.
I realize I have the nervous energy of a baseball reliever. Yeah, I do nothing.
And the worst part about it is if you don't pitch
Yeah,
that
what are
day.
you just in the fetal position? Like,
No. Yeah,
If you know you're not pitching.
if you're not okay, if you know you're down, there's no reason to do all that.
And
right?
you won't?
No, I won't.
Okay.
But if you don't end up pitching and you're available, right? Then you got to go home and you got to just
family's
shit.
asleep. What do you do?
What do I how do I get this?
Right.
How do I calm down? Right? And so, yeah, you just
Anime.
kinda, anime. What I mean, video
Gaming.
games. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably why I'm so good at video games. Is because I'm so
That's what brings you
tweaked
down.
out of my head. No, not
Are you the
really.
best gamer?
No, no shot.
Who's the best gamer on the team?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's what we were asking. Are you the best gamer on the Dodgers?
You know what? I don't know. I don't really know.
Call of Duty, who's better than you?
Nobody.
Okay. Halo, who's better than you?
I don't play Halo.
Okay. Destiny, who's better than you?
I love Destiny. I have over 800 hours logged.
So nobody's better than you.
No, there's plenty of people better.
No,
than
on
me.
the Dodgers, I mean.
I don't think anybody plays Destiny.
Oh,
on the
really?
Dodgers.
Magic
okay.
the Gathering.
No. No.
What was the Leroy Jenkins game? What about that one? Is that
damn.
Final Fantasy?
No, what? No.
I don't know. Have you ever Leroy Jenkins?
Final Fantasy was like,
Have you ever
That's
done
like-
Leroy
Fantasy was
Jenkins?
when
That's
we
like
were
a
like
war-
25. This
I
guy
love
was like
no.
a baby.
I love Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong, but like the Leroy Jenkins thing, I think that's a war thing.
Is that what it was? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Worlds of
Worlds of Warcraft.
Worlds of Warcraft, maybe.
No, whoa, no.
No. All right.
This is taking it. Let's go to break.
Yeah.
We'll go to break and come back. I'm the one that knows my Pokemon. Okay, we're gonna get into Brock and
We'll see.
Ash
Yeah.
and Misty and Charizard.
Misty was your first crush, wasn't it?
You know, I don't go very deep as far as like I don't want Ash rolling with anybody else. I don't know why he had to make new friends.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
why
know.
can't he still roll with Ash and Misty the whole time?
I don't know.
Why did they have to get phased out? Well, I'm asking you. I saw you in Japan at the store.
Stunned silence from the crowd on that one.
Sequels. You
We're
gotta
going to
make,
talk
you gotta make it.
Jigglypuff next on the Petros and Money Show with Big Iron, the great Anthony Banda, a hero of high school and college and pro sports. He's headed over, but he's done here. He'll be there until 7 and no longer. The Verizon store in Burbank is located at 1729 North Victory Place in the Empire Center, and there's already a line of sycophants
Yes.
waiting.
Parking lot, people. It's they're ready. It's packed for you, Banda. You better be ready.
I bet you're freaking out.
Imagine if I didn't show up.
We have not shown him this yet, Pete.
He's going to show me the Verizon people are right there. Don't say that.
Let's get his head in the right space.
Oh, okay, yeah. Show him the thing
That's the AI photo of you
up in the Burbank Walmart.
at the Walmart in Burbank. Your thoughts?
That sucks.
They
Did
have
you
you in
see any
sleeves.
resemblance
It's
whatsoever?
like if me and Vesia had a baby.
Right? It looks kind of like Vesia. Now page through it. Look at some of your teammates
Check out
and how they.
Clayton Kershaw.
Oh, they did him dirty.
Yeah. And
And?
my favorite, Will Smith.
Those are giant.
Okay.
He
They're
looks like the kid in
they're
the
like
Sandlot.
they're 10 feet tall, hanging from the rafters.
This is real.
Yeah.
That is
This is
real.
real.
That is
Yeah.
at the Walmart
And we
in
had to
Burbank.
get proof of it because after we exposed them on the air,
They took it all down.
that has been taken down.
Oh, nice.
But as you can see, as our theme here for our tee sheet, we do have your picture of the Burbank Walmart up here.
It literally looks like me and Vess had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So he might sign a couple of those for you guys before he heads to the Burbank Verizon. What a gracious guy and a great story from this young man. Now has a family who's asleep while he's up if he didn't pitch. We appreciate you, Banda, but we wanted to talk. We saw you in Japan. I don't know if you did it like this in Korea, but you really
I
got
wasn't
out.
here for Korea.
Oh, you weren't? They didn't send you to Korea?
No.
Oh,
I wasn't on the team.
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
It happened later. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
came
that's
later.
good. Well, that would explain that we didn't see anything
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Korea. In Japan, you were running around doing like Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
Really getting the most out of it.
Yeah, I
Even
mean-
more than Kershaw sumo wrestling.
Yeah, I actually missed out on the sumo wrestling to go to the Pokemon headquarters.
Oh, it was
Wow.
a choose
Tough
your own
choice.
adventure.
Yeah. I wanted to make that a real like a dream come true for me.
Any teammates go with you?
Chico did.
Okay.
Chico, bullpen catcher, and then assistant pitching coach Connor McGinnis.
Okay.
So
Did
yeah,
the bullpen catcher dress up in his Pikachu outfit? Or
I
did you
wish he would have. Oh my god! No, I invited them. They're like, hey, where you going? I was like, I'm going to the. And it was like a last minute thing. Like it really was. Like I was already heading into the taxi, and they were like, where are you going? Like just And I was like, I'm going to the Pokemon headquarters. You want to come?
So when I was a kid, the baseball players were into soap operas and stuff, because they were sitting around during the day, the older guys.
Okay.
It's actually a thing if you ask the older people.
Okay.
But how did you get into Pokemon, and how deep are we talking? Like the games?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
You
yeah.
go to conventions, like all that stuff?
No, I don't. I typically, one, I never had the opportunity to go to a convention. Now, going to card conventions and stuff like that, like that's around here. It's kind of a normal thing. So that's something that's on my list to do.
Okay.
Just trying to find the right time to like really line that up. But started, and I told the story earlier. My neighbor before I lived in town before we had moved into out in the country. And we only lived there for like maybe a month. It was just like to get because my father had bought a house somewhere else, relocated it there. Anyways, so the neighbor I had, he had these. It wasn't cards. I mean, there were cards, but like they were like circular, like they were circle cards, and these were like they called them the Pocket Monster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so like they had the original Pokemon illustrations on them,
And then I just saw him, and I was like, "What are those?" And he's like, "Oh, these are pocket monsters." I was like, "Oh, that's so cool!" Like, and then, and I wanted to have the responsibility of like collecting something, right? Like I wanted to feel like I had something, right? And so I truthfully just kind of wanted to do that, and I started collecting, those, and then I saw the Pokemon cards, and then like the illustration is what really brought me in, was like the art of the card, and I was like, oh, this is so cool, like what? And so, and then it got to a point where I really dove into it, where it was like people were at school trading, trying, like, yelling at each other because they wouldn't trade an Onyx for gas, or stuff like that. It's so
that's
funny.
Tough trade.
Not really.
Is this lunchtime? Is this recess? Is this all hours of the day?
Yeah. It's either
after school.
Yeah, no, it's between classes, lunchtime, playground, like whatever. Like you have
you come armed with your cards, ready to go.
You had third graders making deals in the alley. You know what I'm saying? Like it was fun, and then
but serious. I mean, our social media guy came up during the break. He's like, "Are you good with the Pokemon? Do you need any help?" Like, I mean, I think I'm okay. Like, we're not going to get that deep.
Yeah, he was the first guy. Man, we just literally hit it off. We had like a 20-minute conversation about Pokemon. It was great.
There it is.
It's true.
So do you still watch the shows and enjoy it?
I play video games.
Uh-huh.
If the show's on, I'll watch it. If it's, I'm not looking for it.
Johto
right?
League Championship.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Yeah.
Okay.
I did before on WB Warner Brothers. Sunday mornings we had the 3 channels, and that was on like 9:00 in the morning. We would watch it.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
We were a little bit older. It wasn't Pokemon for us. What about the anime? You've let it be known that
anime's
your
cool.
favorite ever.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
What's your favorite? What's your favorite series or film, whichever you prefer?
Well, I mean, obviously like Pokemon, but then you got Dragon Ball Z. Like that's an American anime. The most common. But like as they come out, like like Demon Slayer. Like when I was in Japan, I went to the headquarters of Demon Slayer. Like that's
What's that headquarters look like?
It's very bland. Yeah, it's such a there's
that cartoon characters running around everywhere.
It's what I thought it would be,
right?
To be honest, but like it's pretty bland, like in the sense of like there's people there working on computers and stuff, like they're just doing their job and not really talking much. But there's shows that I really enjoy, is like Solo Leveling, stuff like that. Gundam Wing, that was an old one.
You ever watch Lupin the Third?
No, what is that?
Lupin the Third?
No.
He's like a thief.
No.
He's like James Bond, but he steals stuff. There's a hot chick and a gunman and a samurai that roll with him.
Okay.
You love Lupin the Third. And you can
Yeah.
get different levels of Lupin. Real sexual Lupin, super kind of fun Japan 80s Lupin. You get a lot of good levels of Lupin the Third.
Okay.
It's Lupin, but they say Lupin the Third.
Oh.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's if you take one thing away from this, Anthony Banda, Lupin the Third.
Lupin the Third. Okay, well, I'm more of like a custom like Gundam Wing type, and
like Ghost in the Shell.
Like it's always got to be fighting involved.
Okay.
Oh, Lupin gets a cracker.
Like it's not
like Evangeline.
Yeah, it's not like
you
a
wanna get
adventurous.
I'm telling you. All right, you don't just dismiss Lupin the Third.
Well,
it's like gory. It's
you'll get Lupin the Third will cut it. The samurai guy will cut a guy's arm clean off.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
That's
this has
it.
been anything but bland. Anthony Banda.
Going to the Verizon Center, the Empire Center Verizon store.
His very first phone, and every phone ever since has been a Verizon. Banda told us that.
1729 North Victory Place. Verizon Center, Burbank.
Even his burners.
Yeah.
You got an hour to get there. He's going to be there from
burners.
6 until 7 p.m. Snap picks, enter to win tickets, team swag. It is all brought to you by Verizon. A huge thank you to our friends at Verizon.
Thank you, guys.
For bringing Anthony by to hang out with us before he makes his way over to the Empire Center. And again, another thank you to our friends over at Slice House for feeding everybody delicious pizza.
Very good. And what a gracious guy. What a fabulous day to talk to a great Dodger and a guy who's overcome a lot and become a big part of the Los Angeles sports fabric. Thank you, Anthony, and God bless you, man.